Hey everyone, this is Lauren Pipak, and I need if someone can just message me. I don't need like 1,000 messages, but just someone, or if you'll put it in the chat box that you do hear me. I want to make sure that we've got this going before I proceed. So I'm going to sit here and wait for someone to message me. Okay, we're good. I heard that y'all heard me, so we're good. Okay, so I'm Lauren Pipak, and I am a lot of y'all's upline Black Elite. And I also have Carly here on the call. She is muted right now, and I'm going to close my Facebook too. Hang on 2 seconds so you don't have to hear all that. But anyways, we're going to go over Fill the Ship for Jamaica. So a lot of y'all, if you're new, you may not even know, but Unique has basically bought out an entire cruise line to go to Jamaica in October. So January through May, 5 months, you have to earn this cruise, okay, and go for free. If you want, go ahead and get a pen and a sheet of paper, because I'm going to kind of go over what I'm going to do. I'm not going to go over like every single point aspect, like, I listed that in the team page, so you can go and look there if you need to. I'll post it again after this if I need to. But I'm going to take this as, because what I want to prove to y'all is anyone can go. If you're already, pink, blue, green, whatever, you're ahead of the ball game. If you're new, you can still go, and that's kind of where I'm going with this today. So I'm going to give you an example, and again, if you're one of those people that needs to write, just kind of write down what I'm saying, and I'll repost this so you're not like, what did she say? But if you're new, and if you're not new, then know that you can kind of adjust this accordingly to what you already are, and know you're a step ahead, okay? So, new person today. It's January. I want you to think of personal retail sales, PRS. Every month, January through May, you need to have a minimum of $1,500 in PRS. That's $1,500 in personal retail sales, okay? This month, in January, I don't care if you just signed up yesterday, or if you signed up on the 1st, or if you signed up a year ago and you're on this call, you're going to go pink. If you're not already pink, you're going pink. So what is pink? Pink status, in your back office, if you're new, you'll have like this pretty little color chart, and it checks like these boxes as you go. And I'm not going to go through every color level, but I'm going to tell you about pink because it's the first step, especially for earning points for this trip. Pink is $250 in PRS. Well, that's easy because you're going to do $1,500 because I'll go back to PRS here in a minute. But then also for pink, you need $2,000 in your company. And your company is yourself, your sales, and everyone on your team, their sales, okay? So for pink, you need 250 PRS, which is easy though, because you're already going to have that 1,500. You need 2,000 in your company, you, everyone on your team, and you need one qualified presenter. Qualified meaning one person you personally signed up that has at least $125 in sales that month, okay? That would make you pink status. So you can kind of get a feel for how that works. Now, as far as this trip goes, the ways to earn it before I move on is PRS is 1 point for every dollar. Okay, so if you sold $1,500 in January, you got 1,500 points. You also get points for status of yourself. Okay, so pink and up has a point value to it. Again, I'm not going to go through that. That's on the team page, but there's a point value for pink, blue, green, so on and on. You also get points for people that you personally enrolled advancing, okay, or your top line, your people that are directly under you advancing, okay? So in January, 1,500 PRS, you're going to go pink, and just right there in January, you have 2,500 points. Bang. Just easy, okay? So again, we're pretending like you're new. And then February comes around. February, you got to have that 1,500 again. And then you need to have blue. A good pace in the company to kind of like gauge yourself, and don't beat yourself up if you haven't done this. Not a big deal. But is 1 color level a month. Try to shoot that as a goal, you know, something that you can work for. I'm not going to go over what blue is, but it's a step above pink. So anyways, February, 1,500 PRS, and blue. Now, a lot of you have probably seen, and if you haven't, I'll tell you, they just rolled out extra 14th, which is Wednesday, through February 14th. If you enroll a new presenter and they get Fast Start within their first 90 days, you get 1,400 points for that person. So if I enroll people today, well, no, not today, I'm sorry, on the 14th through February 14th, anyone I enroll during that time period that then hits Fast Start, I get 1,400 points towards my trip. That new presenter that signed up automatically gets 1,400 points no matter what. So what an incentive for all these new people. So if they complain to you that, oh, well, y'all have had half a month ahead of me, well, hello, sign up today, and you've got 1,400 points. So, and Fast Start, just in case you do not know, Fast Start is our bonus program. When you sign up, everyone has a chance. Within your first 90 days, you just need to enroll 3 new presenters and get $2,000 in PRS. And you've got Fast Start. And when you get Fast Start, as the presenter, you get $250 in unique cash to go spend. So win-win for everyone there. So again, January 14th through February 14th, enroll a new presenter. When they get Fast Start in their first 90 days, you get 1,400 points. So in February, I am banking on you with this strategy that you are going to have at least 2 people qualify for Fast Start that join during that newest bonus period time. Okay? Along with that, if you help them to Fast Start, they are more than likely going to get pink too. Okay, so I want you to focus on in February 1,500 in PRS. You're going to go blue. You're going to enroll those 2 new presenters, and maybe you enroll more than 2. I enroll usually 3 to 5 a month. And the statistics are 1 in 3 do nothing, 1 in 3 do something, and 1 in 3 do a lot. So if you enroll, 5, you're probably going to have a good chance at having 2 that can hit Fast Start. So you're going to go blue, you're going to have Fast Start, but you're going to also help those 2 people. They're going to go pink, okay? You're going to help them achieve pink. Just with what they're selling alone, and they enroll 1 person in the first month of February, they pretty much got pink, okay? So really focus on other success. I think sometimes we get caught in our own, but if you focus on others, this will all pan out for you and them. So again, I'm going to repeat that again. Let's see here. You're going to go blue, 1,500 PRS. You're going to enroll 2 people during the bonus period. They are going to hit Fast Start, and they're going to go pink. Maybe it's not them that goes pink, but you're going to get 2 people to pink on your team. Another thing I want you to do in February, you need to buy a convention ticket. When you buy a convention ticket, you are going to get another 1,000 points. And convention, y'all, was the most powerful thing for me. I have done a lot of things my day, and I didn't even expect a convention to be what it was. I mean, it was like just amazing. And we can talk about it on the team page. Everyone will tell you that if they went to convention, it was amazing. And you're hanging out with Derek and Melanie like they're just floating around like they're presenters. I mean, it's amazing. So you're going to buy your convention ticket because you're going to invest that into yourself and into your business. And convention is in August, and it's in Chicago. Okay, and I can post something on that on the team page. So we're not going to go into too much detail, but you need to get your convention ticket at some point during this because that is 1,000 points. I have it listed under February. So if you combine all that I just said for February, you've got 7,800 points. So we're getting on up there, okay? Again, for the trip, you need 25,000, okay, to get on the cruise for free for yourself. So March, 1,500 PRS again, and you're going to go green. By now, you should have a team of several personally enrolled, no doubt. You're going to get points, off of helping all of them, like I've told you, for pinking up. So for March, you need to be focusing on your team. You need to get your sales, but you need to focus on your team. So I want you to get 2 new people to pink, When you help 2 of your new people to pink, you're getting 250 points apiece. And then I want you to help 1 more to blue. When you help someone to blue, that's 500 points. Maybe that blue is one of the pinks from the month before. Again, because you kind of want to help them stay on that pace. You went pink this month? Okay, let's go blue this month. And so on and so on. And you're like thinking in your mind probably, how am I going to hit green if some of you all know what green is? Well, you think about it. If you're doing all these things before this in January and February, and you're helping these people get to pink and to blue, you're going to hit green. I promise. You just have to keep after it and help them. So in March, 1,500 PRS. I want you to get green, and I want you to help 2 new people to pink, and I want you to get 1 of them to blue. And I'm going to steer off for a minute, and I want you to remember green is our elite status, okay? Green is when you get a really good pay raise on your personal retail sales. And green is also where the company kind of turns and you're recognized as a leader. And you are then invited to Utah for an expense-paid trip to a beautiful cabin in the snow, which isn't a big deal for everyone, but I'm from Texas. We don't have snow, really. So for me, it was, like, super awesome. But you go to this cabin, and you're with, like, 30 other girls that are elites, and you hang out with Derek and Melanie the whole time. And, by the way, like, you go to Derek's house and have dinner. It's really cool. And it's just really special. So not only, am I prepping you up for this trip, I'm prepping you up for what they call unified. So you want to hit green. Green is the sweet spot in the company, okay? So in March, if you achieve those things, 1,500 PRS, green, help 2 new people to pink and 1 to blue, 5,500 points, okay? So just in 3 months, you have now earned, a lot of you asked, there's things that you earn along the way with this trip. You earned 10 catalogs, and you've earned $75 in unique cash because along the way, like I said, you're earning these things. Some of you were confused and thought like you get all your points and then you have to choose. No, you earn as you go. Okay, so like if you get all the way to the Jamaica trip, you've earned all this stuff along the way. So just right now where we are, these 3 months working like that, you've got your 10 catalogs coming and $75 in unique cash for your account. So pretty cool. So you still need 10,000 more points. So April and May, we got 2 months left. April, just maintain green. Just make sure you stay green. That's all you got to do. Maintain green and 1,500 PRS again. Help another new girl to pink and another to blue. Not that hard. Super easy. That is going to get you 5,250 points. And then in May, you just need to reduplicate April. Same thing. And you could, for all I know, go orange in May and, have to sell less. So no, this is not like set in stone. And also keep in mind if some months, like if you had this as your game plan and you're looking, you're like, oh, Sally's not going to go blue. There's just no way. So that means I'm not going to get 500 points. So what else can I do to get 500 points? Oh, well, I could sell $500 worth of stuff. So no, you don't have to go by this game plan. This was just me showing you as a new person, totally doable. And some of you, if you're new, you're like, oh, whatever. There's no way. You have to believe that you can do it. Listen, I did all that I just told you in 5 months in 1 month. Okay, you can do it. You just got to put your back into it and know that you can do it. But I'm very competitive too. So get that competitive nature on and tell yourself, it's a big deal to earn this trip. I myself can't even go. I'm going to have a newborn baby, and I'm sure not going to Jamaica, when I leave my, 8-week-old baby behind. But you better bet I'm going to earn that trip so I can, take my photo and post it on my Facebook and give myself credibility. Because, people are always watching you and your success. So there's no way I would let that slip by me. Plus, from our charm bracelets that we get from Unique, when you hit Elite, that green status, you get a charm bracelet. You're going to get a charm for Jamaica. I want that, even if I'm not going. So I just want to say, how incredible is this company? They bought out an entire cruise line, so you can see they really expect a lot of people to go. They didn't just buy out the whole ship for nothing. So we are going to fill the ship, and I want a lot of you on there. If you don't go, you're crazy. Again, unless you have a newborn or you're super sick or something, I understand. But otherwise, like 2016, y'all are going to see me on every trip. You know, once these babies are a little older, I'll be everywhere. But another thing, too, imagine the money you're going to make along the way. So in these 5 months, if you're selling $1,500 a month, okay, saying that you're at least yellow, you know, 25%, you're going to make $1,875. Okay, so who wants 2,000 hot dollars? Okay, I know I would. So that's $2,000 in your pocket just from, you know, wearing some makeup. When's the last time CoverGirl paid you? I don't think they did. I know my Mac never paid me. And then not to mention, too, you're also, as you hit pink and these other levels, you're going to be paid off your team. So you're paid off your team's work, you know, and so the time and energy that you put into them, you're getting paid off of that. So you're going to make anywhere from 3 to 5% off your team. And that's a big deal, and that adds up fast on top of that $2,000. So basically, that's the whole sum of the trip. I want everyone to be on it, and I know this is a lot of information, so just, you know, again, I'm going to post it again. But another thing I want to go over, and then I'm going to let Carly talk, is other ideas to get, because like I'm telling you to do all this stuff, and you're probably like, okay, that's great, you know, but how do I do it? So PRS, your personal retail sales. I know we do a lot on social media. So aside from social media and posting and all that, let me just throw this out there. I say it a million times. I'm beating, you know, it's the same thing over and over. If you're posting on social media, do not post your website links ever, anywhere. I don't even like them on photos. Honestly, you want to appear to people that you are, we call it the art of non-selling. People are more likely to buy from you if they're not sold. So just share some selfies and selfies of other people on Facebook. Don't say buy here, order here, and post your link. First of all, Facebook's going to get onto you. So just, you know, do it right. But outside of Facebook, okay, and outside of Instagram and Twitter and all these things that we use, PRS, how are you going to get it? So several things. You can have all your girlfriends over to your house. You know, I'm not telling y'all to have these like parties every night and book them every night. But if you're new, or if you've never done it before, you're stuck in the rut, whatever, invite all your best girlfriends over. Because let me tell y'all, my 2 best girlfriends, you know, they didn't buy from me for 9 months. 9 months. Okay? So, telling you, I bet there's a lot of you that have a lot of girlfriends, whether you've been doing this a day or a year, that still have not bought. Have them all over. Serve some really, you know, simple little food, and, you know, if you drink, like, you know, serve drinks. That's always a way to get people over. You could have a mimosa and mascara party, or a lattes and lashes, and basically just have your girlfriends over. Tell them, say, don't wear makeup. We're going to open up my makeup kit. If you're new, you know, open up your kit and just play in it. Apply the mascara on yourself, on one eye, in front of all of them, and show them how it works. Guarantee you they'll want it. If they don't, they're crazy. Let them feel the primer, all the different things that come in your kit. Well, kit doesn't come in primer anymore. Sorry. But rose water is a great toner. Let them spray their face. It's awesome. Just play in your kit. If you have other makeup, if you've been a customer first, you know, and you bought a bunch of stuff, then, you know, just let them play. So another thing, too, like if I'm trying to think of things y'all might do, the gym. So if you have a few girls that you go to gym or you go to a class with, either before or after, say, hey, y'all, gotta come with me real quick. Take them off to the locker room and be like, I gotta show y'all this new mascara I got. Like, it's awesome. And don't have any makeup on, you know, and apply it on one eye and let them see. There's so many ways that you can work it into your life, you know, and get it in front of all these people. And then all these people that you get, again, are going to be, I always tell everyone to imagine, I think Carly's going to go over this, like a plant. And, you know, the plant has little vines. Okay, imagine a vine plant. So each person that buys is a vine. And what do vines do? They make vines. So if you treat each person like gold that purchases from you, and you follow up and do all this stuff Carly's going to talk about, you can make, if you had 10 vines, you can make it into 100. You need to treat each vine like gold so that they lead you to new people, okay? Carly's going to go over that. But so anyways, you want to get this mascara. It's the gateway drug. You want to get it into as many hands as you can, okay? If you're new, or if you're not new, you know what I mean. Get it into as many hands as you can. It's like the key. It's the gateway drug. They get it, and then they're like, oh my gosh, what else could you possibly sell? So do that. Another thing, you can get events. Go to Google, and you can Google your area and events 2015 or spring or wedding shows, whatever, all these different ideas. But get events booked. Events can be scary, but if you have questions, go to your sponsor or your upline or me. I've done a lot of events. They're not that scary. You do need to invest some money because you do need to have the mascara on hand. You don't have to have a ton. It kind of depends on how many people. But talk to people in your team pages. There are probably people that have done it. It's a very seasoned thing. But events lead you to people that you don't know. Just tons. And if you do events right and you ask, like we always do, an enter to win, like an enter to win a gift card. Never give a mascara away because you don't want them, oh, I'm just going to wait and see if I win. But like a gift card or a lip gloss, we always have them fill out something. That way we can get a hold of them. And if I'm talking to the lady and, we started kind of talking about the opportunity, or maybe, she's talking about her daughter's going off to college, like I'll write on the back of it, had the daughter going off to college, could use money, and put it in our thing so I know when I talk to her, I usually do a text. I can, be like, hey, yeah, and you mentioned, you had the daughter going off to college, you could use money. But anyways, just things like that. So events are really great. Online parties, of course, are still great and they're still awesome. Few other things. Get to team trainings. I know some of y'all think like they might be boring. I'm telling y'all, none of us are boring. Like, I promise the one in Tyler is not going to be like, I will say I did another company and I went to their training and I thought I was going to fall asleep. But we're just not like that. I would never, I just will be completely different. So get to your team trainings. There's one in Tyler that I'm doing plus 5 other blacks. Carly will be there too. And you're going to hear from more than just the blacks. I mean, you're going to hear from people that are purple, that are blue, and the people are going to talk. And Tracy, our VP of sales, that you get your unique email from, she is coming in for this. She is going to be there. She is going to speak to all of you in that room, and she is going to tell you all information that has not been released yet. I don't even know what she's going to say, but she told us she's going to tell us information of stuff that's to come that none of us know about yet. So get your team trainings. There's one in Nashville in March, if anyone's in Nashville, and I post them usually in the team page as they come up. I know there's one in like Southern California. That one might be this weekend. But anyways, convention, like I said, get to convention. These are all things that I promise you, yes, you're going to have to spend the gas and, and $20, whatever it takes to get to your team training ticket. Convention, yes, you're going to have to pay for your ticket and your airfare and your hotel. But I promise you, when I look back at all the girls that I remember at convention, I'm not saying they're all green. I'm not saying they're all elite. But I actually, when I start thinking about them, I can't think of ones that aren't. There's a few, but most of them have hit, I would say, at least blue. I mean, the people that took the time to go to convention are still here today. Like, I'm trying to think. I can't even think of anyone that's not. And a lot of them are blue, green, orange, purple, and black. But convention just gives you something that I can't give you. No one can give you. And a good rule of thumb that Nicole said was, for each person on your team that goes to a convention, this is a statistic, each person that makes it to a convention on your team is $1,000 in your pocket that year, like your earnings. So like if I had 50 people go this year, come August, I would be roughly within that a year's period to make $50,000. So basically, each person that goes will put out about $1,000 into productivity, into your paycheck. I'm trying to think how to word that. So that's a good rule of thumb, and that's probably about right when I think about how many I had to go last year. So that's just the statistic to get your team there. Like if you're going, beg your girls, be like, we will room together, we will drive together, we are going. Okay, make it fun. Let's see, what else do I need to tell y'all? And I'm almost done, I promise. So get that PRS. Remember, you could even earn this trip with PRS alone. If you can sell your little heart out, then, sell $5,000 a month, or what would it be? $5,000 a month, I guess. Then go ahead, sell it away, and get on that trip. And last thing, and then I really am going to stop. Coach your team. Okay, I cannot say it enough. You enroll all these people, and then they enroll people, and then those people enroll people, and on and on and on, kind of like vines again. Okay, here's the truth. Like I said earlier, 1 in 3 are going to do nothing, 1 in 3 are going to do something, and 1 in 3 are going to do a lot. Okay? A lot of your, people that are nothings, they might be up top. But what happens is sometimes, Susie, who does nothing, signs up, Karen, and maybe Karen does just a little, but then Carrie signs up Angie, who does like a whole lot. And if I had just sat at the top and only talked to my top people, I would never even talk to Karen or Angie. Okay, and here's what really does happen in real life. I have a really good elite on my team, and her sponsor, I enrolled. Her sponsor didn't really do anything. She did something. She didn't do anything now. She's nothing. But she, did a little something here and there. But her girl was like killing it, and I reached out to her. And anyways, we formed a really good relationship. We talk all the time. But anyways, now she's one of my elites, and she kills it. And my point is, if I had never reached out to her and coached her, she might have just given up. She'd been like, gosh, no one cares, and because you do need that drive, and I understand everyone needs some Kool-Aid to drink. So find whose Kool-Aid you can drink, and it doesn't even have to be someone on your team. If you don't have someone reaching down to you and you don't feel like you have a good support up, find the good support hub. I encourage everyone on this call, if you feel like you do not have a good sponsor, because that cannot be an excuse. Because I know tons of people that have no sponsor that are black. I mean, they had a sponsor, but they're gone. But those people reached up past their sponsor. I encourage you to, there's 2 things. Reach down. Everyone needs to reach down. I reached into every single person that joined my team. When I saw someone join on my tree for months, I would go in and welcome them and say, hey, I'm always here if you need me. I cannot do that anymore. There's no way. But so I encourage everyone to reach down into their tree and welcome everyone and go in and find, who's killing it. Go congratulate them. They may need some pat on the back. And then I encourage people, too, if you feel like you do not have the help in the system that you need, go up. I'm not saying come to me, okay? I got a lot on my plate. But I might be the person you need to come to. It just depends. Who is your next in-line elite? Find your elite, okay? You can go in your back office and it'll say upline elite, that person. Find them on Facebook, find them however, and message them. Say, hey, I'm under so-and-so, and I need support. Like, I want this, okay? And for many of y'all, I am your upline elite. If there's no elite in between us, I expect messages tonight. So reach deep. Don't just coach up top. Anyways, that is all I have to say now, and I hope you're excited to go to Jamaica, because I'm going. Well, I'm not going, but I'm earning it, and I'm hoping that you all do too. I am going to now turn this over to Carly.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. Thanks for that breakdown, Lauren.
You're welcome.
I don't even know what I'm talking about now because I was like, my pen was smoking, taking notes. First of all, thank you for calling in, everybody. I appreciate it that you took the time to better your business. And I want to say something along with the trip of what Lauren was talking about, just to give you an example. So last year, the qualification period was the exact same as this year. It was January through May, so 5 months of qualifications. I signed up on April 1st, so I missed an entire 3 months of qualifying for the trip last year. But when qualifications ended, I was like $5,000 away from earning the trip. So I almost earned the trip in 2 months. I missed an entire 3 months. So if you're not trying, you need to start trying, because it's more than possible to earn, and it's exciting. It gives us, of course, we all want to make more money, and we want to hit our goals, and we want to, reach for those stars. But this is just like it's the icing on the cake. Like, We're all going to be in Jamaica. I'm going to be in Jamaica for sure. And when it comes down to it, you're going to wish you were there. It's going to be awesome. So just to kind of like give you perspective, like, I know a lot of you look at Black status presenters and you think, oh, you have no, you can't relate to me. You act like it's so easy, and yeah, of course you could do that, but no, like I've been there, Lauren's been there, we've all been there, exactly where you're at. Exactly. So anyways, okay, so I'm going to give you, just kind of break it down of what we're doing here with Unique. This will help if you're new, but also if you've been here for a while, I think it will help too, because there's so much information. Okay, when you sign up, okay, like 5,000 files that you're supposed to eventually look at and read. There's a million different ways to do things between parties and messaging and business cards and domain names. I mean, there's just a million things. Like the thing about this business is that you can always be doing more. Okay, so time management is really hard, and it's my biggest weakness. Like, oh, it's ridiculous. I'll spend like 4 hours just personal messaging, LOLs and ha-ha-has all day, and then I'll be like, oh, I didn't get one thing done today. So anyways, I'm just going to kind of simplify what we're doing here, just because I feel like if we can focus on these simple things, that we will just excel in what we're doing. But okay, so 3 things. This is how we this is how you get to Black. This is how you make a lot of money. This is how you build an empire, with 3 things: selling, recruiting, and sponsoring. Okay, so selling. It's important because obviously we make money. We make 25% off of all of our sales, our personal sales, PRS. And yes, that's great. There's a lot of reasons why selling is beneficial, but the 2 essential things the reasons I think it's beneficial for us to sell constantly and a lot is because it keeps our excitement up and our momentum. Like it took me months to realize how important those 2 things were, because for the 6 months that it took me to get to Black, there wasn't a day that I didn't have either. I had momentum and excitement every single second. And then when I got to Black, of course, it was still there, but when you get to Black, you kind of you got to your goal and you got to your dream kind of thing. Even though obviously you want to always be trying to make more money or help your team, but it was kind of hard to keep that drive, because I had hit what I was trying to hit. So once I was Black, that was when I realized how important those 2 things were. And even after 9 months of doing this and being Black for 3, like I get more excited about a confirmation email that I gotta sell than anything else. It's insane, but like when I get those emails, it's like all I need. Like for that day, if I get one, I'm pumped. I'm just pumped. My confidence is boosted. I'm once again reminded of how ridiculously amazing this company is. So, excitement and momentum, it needs to always be. And you have to, it's a struggle, yes, because last month, for example, December, after the 15th, no one did anything. And, I'm not going to lie, I didn't do much either. I was discouraged. I was so busy with finals and Christmas shopping and driving to Utah and visiting family, blah, blah, blah. So the holidays, they're just crazy. And the world stops, you know. So literally, company-wide, our momentum stopped. And I know all of you have seen how hard it's been to get that back, you know, these couple weeks into January. And so, and even after seeing this, I mean, oh my, I'm going to do anything that I can to never let the momentum of my team, never let it to just, you know, die or go down, because it's just so important. And that's how you, you know, that's how you get to the top. That's how you do it. So, and there's no better way to market and build your business than getting the mascara into thousands of hands. I'm not trying to say it's the easiest thing, but it's as simple as that. Like, get the mascara into as many hands as you can, because that's what's going to build your empire. And also, like, I'm a firm believer in selling is recruiting. I'm not a big, you know, salesy type person. I'm kind of antisocial a little bit in public, so I'm not out there at Walmart, you know, bringing up the opportunity. That's just not me, and it's something I need to work on. But I am freaking out at home on my computer if I don't have parties going. I mean, I'm literally like itching and like, don't talk to me, you know, if you're my husband or kids, if I can't find a party. Like, I have to, you know, so selling is recruiting for me, because you know, they have it, and of course 99% of the time they're going to love it. Okay, the next one is recruiting. Following up, just going to go over a little bit of that, but following up is so important. You sell someone a mascara, you have to follow up, and that's how I have recruited 75% of my personally enrolled. But what this is what Micah does, and everybody does similar things, but in her events, when she does an event on Facebook and someone buys a mascara, she posts the thank you. In her thank you, she'll say, "Thanks so much for your order, Rachel. Can't wait to see your lashes. I'm going to add you as a friend and send you a message with tips for application and my favorite mascara demo." So in the thank you, she gives them a little warning saying, "I'm going to add you as a friend and send you a message." They're going to be more likely to accept your friend request if you do it right then. And I actually was doing that wrong for months. I waited till the end of the party, then I would go back and add them, and by that point they'd forgotten who I was, and they weren't as excited, you know, about receiving their awesome new mascara. So it's just good if you add them right away when you see that they've ordered, and in your thank you tell them that you did. And then here's like a little sample message that you can send right away to them. "Hey girl, thank you again so much for your mascara purchase. I can't wait for you to give it a try. It took me a few applications to get the hang of it when I first got my mascara, but this demo was super helpful. I'll check in with you a few days after your mascara arrives. Can't wait to see your gorgeous lashes." And then a few days later, after that message, you're going to message them again and say something like, "All right, girl, you're killing me here. Let's see those lashes." And it's really important that that message that you send is worded in a way to where they will message you back. You want them to message you back. You want to know what they think. You want to know if they hate the mascara, because we're all about customer service here. And if they absolutely hate it, you want to, you know, figure out a way to teach them how to apply it right, or get them a return, like you said that you would, you know, during the party. So you need them to respond. So you assume that they're going to show you their lashes. If they reply with satisfaction, you know, for the mascara, then you're going to tell them to host a party. Don't ask. Don't imply that it's a burden in any way. Just be bold, confident, and upfront. To say, "Oh my gosh, I'm so glad you love it. You need to host a party like Sarah's. The easiest thing in the world. It's all online." And then you can share this awesomeness with your friends. Like, no brainer. or you should host a party. I mean, simple as that. So just assume that they're going to. Why wouldn't they want to? Always have that mentality. And if they say no, it's fine. You know, they just might be a little weird. So, but just be yourself. Don't be pushy. Type of thing. Anyways, sorry, I'm like rambling. I'm trying to read notes, but not read them. I'm trying to talk, actually. But here's another thing that has gotten me a lot of recruits. If they do agree to host and we start their party, and if their party's selling, like on the first or second day, I'll always send them a message and say, dude, you're a natural at this. Like, you could be making this money instead of me. Seriously. And I'll be like, you need to tell me if, like, you want me to tell you about selling. And sometimes they'll reply, they'll be like, oh yeah, why don't why don't you tell me about it? It's like a light bulb goes off in their head. Seriously, when you bring up information about selling mascara, a light bulb goes off in people's heads. And before you said that to them, they didn't even think that they could even do what you were doing, or they didn't even think that that was an option. I mean, literally, it's almost like what I've seen since I've been doing this. I feel like people, before I brought up the opportunity to them, they actually thought that it was like a secret service and they weren't allowed to ever be involved. It's like they just don't know. They don't register in their brain that, oh my gosh, yeah, I want to hear about it. Oh my gosh, that sounds great. Oh my gosh. It's like, well, why didn't you ask me? Oh, because I didn't really think about it. Oh, so I always say that to, like, a party that's selling, because if a party's selling, that means the hostess is rocking it and she's doing what you do in parties. So I always ask them, and if they say, yeah, I just give them the information, and I'm going to say 9 times out of 10, they sign up. So, recruiting will happen if you're selling and following up, but you need to also be reaching out to people that haven't bought the mascara. You need to do the 100 No's challenge. I did that like a month in, and it completely changed my whole business. When I look back at it, like when I look back now, it's just, it literally like leaves me in awe because of how many girls are selling this stuff with me and on my team, and that were in that first 100 No's challenge where I messaged them, and now they're doing this with me, and I guarantee you all of them are grateful, so grateful that I messaged them that time. So you just need to be offering the opportunity always. You need to be proud of the opportunity, proud of the company, and proud of yourself, and proud of the product, and you need to tell everybody. I mean, anytime I feel scared or go over a name, like in my friends list, saying, oh, she doesn't want that, I literally like make myself think, if Angie did not tell me about the mascara, I would seriously be punching her in the face right now. I mean, where would my
Carly, I want to say something.
Yeah.
Okay, so really quick, and then I'll let her get back. Okay, so she's talking about how she'll go through her friends list, and I did the 100 No's challenge as well. And anyways, I have always been friends with Carly on Facebook. Carly is my second cousin. So, like, when we were little, I kind of knew her, but then, like, as we got older, we were just Facebook friends. And, I mean, I hadn't seen her probably in, like, I don't know, a decade or something. Anyways, so on my Facebook, whenever I did my 100 No's, I actually did it before there was, like, quote, 100 No challenge, but that's what I did my first month. And I did it for months, and I've done it numerous times after. But I would look at Carly, and I never messaged her. Now, so you get how this works. I enrolled my mom, who enrolled my aunt, Angie, who enrolled Carly. So Carly is technically, 3 down for me. But my point is, if Angie had never reached out and then I didn't ever reach out, Carly's the first black on our team, on my team. So just imagine like her team volume's like over 50% of my team if I had not had, had her. And even my Aunt Angie, I would have never in my life. I actually had went to another aunt that's now signed up, but I hate to say it, I hope she's not on the call, but she's more of the does something slash nothing. Like Angie is more of the, does a lot. I didn't even reach out to Angie. Like, I was just like, no, no way. Angie would not do this. Well, my mom did. So, point is, thankfully, I had my mom on my team. She wasn't on some other team because I wouldn't have half the team. So, anyways, that's my point. Don't count anyone out. I counted Carly and Angie out. Shame on me. All right, Carly, you can go. You can go back now.
Amen, sister. Amen.
Moon.
Yep, we all make mistakes. But I have so many people like that too. It's just, oh, it's sickening. Like there's this one girl that goes to church with me, and she just signed up, last month, and I have thought about her since the first day I signed up. I just thought, she would be so good at this. I mean, she's just like, just has that personality. Like, oh, you would buy like dog poop from her. She's just one of those type of people. And I have never talked to her about it. And I see her weekly because I am just a big pansy. I mean, it's ridiculous. And then one of my other friends and presenters signed her up last month, and she's freaking on fire. And I'm so grateful that she's on my team, but like, sometimes I feel guilty about it. Like, I actually feel guilty because she could have been on fire for like 8 months, So anyways, just really try not to count anybody out, and you're not going to be offending anybody by asking them if they want information on mascara, okay? So anyways, okay. I'm going to wrap this up, I promise. Sponsoring is the third thing. Okay, here we go. Carly's about to get passionate on you. And if you are one of my personally enrolled or one of my elites, you guys know that I'm very passionate about sponsoring. I've never led, coached, or taught like even a dog in my lifetime, but like the second my first presenter signed up, I was there with her every single day and still am. I take sponsoring extremely seriously, and it's like so important in this business. You need to teach them all the ropes. You need to be there for questions, concerns, fears. But you also need to be aware of like where they're at and what they want with the company. Like, I don't know, I might be a little bit obsessed, and I'm really good with numbers, I love math and stuff, but like, if you came to me right now and asked me what all the numbers looked like in my back office, I could tell you. Like, even at being black, like, if my numbers have gone up, within the last hour, I know who's exactly, like, who changed the volume. Like, because I am constantly back there, and I know what everybody's doing. And so you need to be so aware of where people are at, because most people don't realize the goals that they can hit. They're new. I mean, they don't realize that, yeah, they're shooting for pink, but they're going to hit blue. And why would you shoot for pink when you could hit blue? So you need to be there and be aware of like their potential goals and promotions. That's like something that I'm very hardcore about, really hardcore about. And I message all my personally enrolled and it drives them crazy because they're already doing this because I've taught them to do this, but I'll still message them and be like, just so you know, Sarah needs to make blue this month. Like, have you told her? And they're like, yes, I'm on top of it, Carly. Thank you very much. And I'm like, okay. So anyways, just be aware of what is going on your team. Be aware of their personal life, be like, just know what's going on. Anyways, be their friend, get to know them. Don't act like you're above them, because nobody here is above anybody. Like my personally enrolled, they all have like ridiculously amazing talents that I would seriously kill for. And I go to them for advice all the time. And I think that's important, you know, like we're all in this together. Because I'm like, just because I'm black does not mean that I can't learn a ton of things from someone that's not. But I just think it's good to keep everybody on the same page, same level, and it just keeps you humble, you know. So these 3 things, most important. You have to learn how to balance it all and do all 3 all the time, 24/7. This is how you advance and make it to the top. Obviously, a lot of different things goes into these, but these are seriously the 3 basics. And like what I have been doing for the past like couple months since I hit black. When you hit black, it's just, whew, it just gets crazy. You just have a lot of people to manage and help and whatnot. So if you like set aside, you know, today 2 hours is going to go towards selling, which would involve finding hostesses, posting in your parties, following up with customers, and then 2 hours that same day is going to be set aside just for recruiting. And that's where you're going to personal message people, make notes about who you've already talked to, and you could make a why video during that time, call people, text people, and then on that same day, set aside 2 hours only for sponsoring and coaching only. And just for those 2 hours, focus only on your team. It's helped me a ton. Like, be strict about what you're supposed to be doing in those 2 hours, and it's amazing how much stuff you can, like how productive you can be if you're I don't know, if you're kind of organize your time a little better, and that's my biggest struggle, hands down. So, but okay, so that is basically kind of, I wanted to just simplify it a little bit for you. If you think that way, I think you'll be more successful. And a couple other things I want to talk about, and then I'm done, I promise. The key to success is consistency. You will not wake up tomorrow and be black, and you probably won't wake up 6 months from now and be black, but you will be black after months of consistency and hard work. You have to give this opportunity, like you have to give this opportunity a fighting chance. A good year, I would say, at the least. We all spent $99 to invest in our own business, and that's it. Now the rest is yours, and the world is your oyster, pretty much. So don't give up. Consistent posting, coaching, sponsoring, recruiting, selling, like every single day. Do it, and you'll be glad that you stick with it. Trust me, like, it's all about consistency. You're going to have so many ups and so many downs, but you cannot give up. And something that goes along with that is discouragement. Make a goal today, right now, to not tolerate discouragement. Just don't even let it in your life. When you feel it coming, like, push it as far away as possible. Like, there's no sense in it at all. Like I said before, it's all about consistency. So why get discouraged when you have a bad week or don't get responses, you know, when you personal message? Like, if you allow yourself to get discouraged after like maybe a week or a few days like that, then you're going to miss out on the following week that is going to be full of messages and comments and sales and positivity because you were wallowing in your discouragement. Hopefully you guys can understand what I'm saying. But discouragement is natural. We all get discouraged. But you make a conscious effort to push it away. Like, no comparing yourself to others. As long as you're working your butt off and you're doing everything you're supposed to, don't let it happen. Just don't, because you're going to miss out on the ups if you're wallowing, you know, in the downs. And this is a business that's up and down. I mean, it's just it's not realistic to assume that you're just going to be like enrolling people every day and selling like crazy. So I think that's something that I am going to work on too. I'm just going to push it out. The second I can feel it coming in, or the second I start having those thoughts, it's going to be gone, done. And that goes along with the no negativity policy that we all have in this business. When I first signed up, I didn't really understand that at first, and I know a lot of you new girls probably don't really get it yet either. But this whole unique thing, it just wouldn't work if there wasn't constant positivity. Yeah, it's annoying, okay? When you think, oh, like I can't talk like myself or be myself, or we can't hash it out. And no, sorry, because when someone posts something even kind of negative in my page, it ruins my day. It pisses me off, and I don't have time for that. Like, I am trying to be a mascara millionaire, and that kind of stuff affects me for hours. You can ask my team. And so imagine what it's doing to the other 1,000 that saw it. So everybody make a conscious effort to keep negativity off of all pages and out of your life. If you want to get to the top, and I'm assuming that that's all of our goal here, it can't be around at all. And when I was trying to get to black, I had to cut a few people out of my life because they didn't support me. And sorry, I mean, she's gotta do what you gotta do. So just don't tolerate that either. Just get it out. But I think that's it. I really hope that you all understand that, like, right now is the time to build your business. Like, this is it. We were given the most amazing opportunity. I mean, we are all so lucky that somehow, somewhere, we saw a mascara post or somebody reached out to us, because there's just nothing else like this. And I can tell you that from experience, because I just was there. I was just there, just signed up, and it felt like it was 2 days, and now I'm black. And it wasn't 2 days, but like, we have an opportunity. We need to do something about the opportunity, because there's not going to be another time like this in your lifetime. Like, this is seriously, it's the real deal. So I really hope you guys take this year seriously. Take this month seriously by writing down your goals. Like, actually plan how you're going to get to the top. And I would make it a goal to get there before convention so that you can be on stage. And just do it. I mean, it's just, it takes time, but if you do it, then Lauren.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
But yeah, I think I'm done. And thanks again, seriously, for calling in and actually just listening. I really appreciate it.
Okay, everyone. Thank you all for being here. Oh my gosh. I am not sure what is going on. I am echoing. I had some more to say, but I'm not going to be able to say it. Echo.
It doesn't sound that bad, Lauren.
Y'all don't hear that?
Kind of, but it's really not that bad.
Okay, for me, it's like screaming. I'm like screaming at myself. So I'm gonna like turn my volume way down. Hang on. Okay. First of all, just thank y'all all for being here. I hope you enjoyed it, and I know it was a ton of info. And we'll go into the team pages and kind of post everything. I'll post the trip stuff. Carly can post her verbiage. I know some of y'all wanted that for offering the opportunity and all that stuff. But I just wanted to say January is one of the biggest and greatest months to build your team, because it's a new year and all these people are looking for like a new way. They're wanting to lose weight, they're wanting to make money, they're wanting to save money, they're wanting to start college funds, like all this stuff. So really, January, when you message someone, is a great time to do it, and because they're kind of in the frame of mind that they're going to be a little more open to things. So when this recruiting thing starts on the 14th, and I'm not telling you not start tonight. Start tonight if you want. But when that thing happens on the 14th, I want y'all to go crazy and message everyone that you can. Like I said, the 100 No's challenge, I have that in the team page. Basically, that's just where you get 100 no's. 100 people telling you no. And it's kind of scary because I did it too. And I did get a lot of no's, but I want to tell y'all something. I just had a girl sign up last night that told me no a long time ago. And then I have another one that she's waiting until the 14th now that I posted that. She's signing up on Wednesday, and she's told me no. So a lot of people that have told me no they're still coming around. Like you'd think, oh, I've been at it 14 months, people would stop coming. They don't. But the key to that is seeds. So every message that you send is a seed, as long as you're not mean to them if they say no. Like if they say no, first of all, look into Feel, Felt, Found. Okay, all this is on the team page, and I don't want to take any more of y'all's time. But Feel, Felt, Found them. You know, I understand, girl. I was so busy too. I was working full time. I had a 2-year-old when I started. Completely understand. You know, it only worked out for me because then I found out, you know, it was 90% online. So that's Feel, Felt, Found. It's a way to not be defensive with a no. So make sure you do that. And if someone gives you a no, you're not like, oh, well, you're stupid or something just, you know, mean, because it's a seed. And another thing, people, and a lot of you here, have probably company hopped, and you're going to go wherever you think the grass is greener. Please remember the grass is green where you water it. And people are more likely to join your team after you've done it some time, because so many of these people jump companies. People want to be with something consistent. So just remember to, like, you know, keep that in mind, that no's don't mean no forever. They mean no, not right now. So anyways, that's my 2 cents on that. I am going to go ahead and tell y'all good night. And I was reading if there were any questions or anything. I don't see anything over here. Anyways, we'll post this in the team page, and this will become a YouTube link, so you can refer back to it if you need it. And we will talk to you later. Bye, y'all.